Hosted by Matt Riches.
$1 trillion tickers.
Watch the market unfold.
$1 trillion tickers.
Turning data to gold.
$1 trillion tickers. Watch the market unfold. $1 trillion tickers.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Wherever you're tuning in from around the globe. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Welcome to the $1 Trillion Tickers broadcast. I'm your host, Matt Riches. It is Monday. Happy Monday. May 18th, 2026. The market's about to open in a couple minutes. The market did sell off overnight last night on Sunday night, but it has recovered nicely here in the pre-market. Can buyers defend the recovery, or do the elevated yields and macro pressure bring the sellers back at the open? I track the charts, give the breaking news, and map the moves so you don't have to. This show is for education and entertainment only. Always do your own research, but you can use this show as a foundation. Okay, we got about 30 seconds before the market opens. So I will save the mantra until after the market opens, y'all. Ooh, we hit a lot of all-time highs last week. Will we continue to hit all-time highs this week? We are going to find out. Let's get it, y'all. Market open, market open, market open. The market is open. May 18th, 2026, 6:30 a.m. Woo! Are we ready? It's going to be a big week, man. You know what it is. Nvidia has earnings on Wednesday, y'all. I think Nvidia will definitely beat on earnings on the top and bottom and guidance. But just how will the market react? That's the thing. So, all right, let me run these numbers before we get into the mantra. Okay, so we got SPY. It's up barely over break even. QQQ is up 0.33%. The VIX, even though it did run up to 1944 earlier in the pre-market, it is now at 1848. Nvidia is looking nice. It's up 1.75%. Google is down 0.33%. Apple is down 0.25%. Microsoft is down over 0.5%. Amazon is down almost 0.5%. TSM is at break even. AVGO is down 1.5%. Meta is down 1.25%. Tesla is down 1%. Samsung was up almost 4% today. Walmart is down 0.13%, and Berkshire B is down the same amount, y'all. All right, now I'm gonna just leave it on SPY. Now, since the Qs is doing better than SPY, I'm gonna leave this chart on the Qs. Let's go to the 5-minute while we. Well, actually, you're not gonna see it because I got this graphic. All right, let's get into the mantra. I deserve to be healthy. I deserve to be happy. I deserve the wealth that I'm building for me and my family. Riches and freedom, they come to our hands. I am the master of all I command. My learning is limitless. My earnings are too. The more I discover, the more I can do. The stock market is a machine of design, and I have the power to make that wealth mine. I am capable. I am skilled. I am bold. Blessings on the journey as the vision unfolds. All right, quickly, let's get into Robert Greene's daily law for today. Title, Look Beneath the Mask. Summary. Today's law is about looking past the surface. Robert Greene is reminding us that people usually present the best version of themselves to the world. They may hide insecurity, ambition, resentment, or desire for power behind friendly words, polished expressions, or a calm public image. The lesson is to pay attention to what leaks through. Do not focus on what people say. Watch the small signals. Watch the patterns. Watch what their behavior reveals beneath the mask. In long-term investing, this applies directly to company stories. A company may present a polished front, the CEO may say the right things, a brand can look powerful, a stock can have a strong narrative, but investors have to look beneath the mask. Are margins improving? Is revenue growing? Is the cash flow real? Is the debt manageable? Is the leadership executing? The story matters, but the numbers reveal the truth. For day trading, this connects directly to price action. The market can look weak overnight and then recover before the open. A stock can look strong at first and then fail. A candle can look convincing, but then the next move tells the truth. Do not get caught by the front. Look beneath the mask for the first move. Watch whether price holds the level. Watch whether buyers defend the recovery. Watch whether sellers get followed through. The chart will reveal what is real. All right, let's get back on these charts, y'all. All right, SPY is down fractionally at 738.82. QQQ is up 0.25% at 710.51. The VIX is at 1864. Nvidia is up 0.75% at 227.53. Google is up 1/3% at 279.91. Apple is down 0.75% at 298.05. Microsoft is down 1.25% at 416.83. Amazon is barely over break even at 264.20. TSM is down 0.15% at 404.03. AVGO is down 1% at 420.43. Meta is down 1.25% at 607. Tesla is down 0.5% at 420. Walmart is down 0.21% at 131.14. And Berkshire B is down 0.25% at 481.34. All right. Let's check out the market caps of our $1 trillion tickers. Nvidia, 5.48 trillion. Followed by Google, 4.8 trillion. Apple, 4.37 trillion. Microsoft, 3.1 trillion. Amazon, 2.85 trillion. TSM, 2.09 trillion. ABGO, 1.98 trillion. Tesla, 1.57 trillion. Meta, 1.54 trillion. Samsung, 1.23 trillion. Walmart, 1.04 trillion. Berkshire B, 1.03 trillion. Check out the Fear and Greed Index. Fear and Greed Index is at 63. We are still in greed, y'all. All right. Let's check out some news right quick.
Watch the market unfold. $1 trillion tickers, turning data to gold.
All right. Cisco Systems is planning to cut nearly 4,000 jobs as part of a broader strategic shift towards artificial intelligence. Another company cutting thousands of jobs. I thought this was interesting. This is from the master investor, Ian Dunlap. He said, well, he gave this data. The power of IPO investing. Number one, Nvidia. If you invested in Nvidia on their IPO day, you'd be up 599,000%. If you invested in Microsoft at IPO day, you'd be up 691,000%. All you needed to invest was $10. If you invested in Apple during the IPO day, you'd be up 304,000%. Amazon, 272,000%. Cisco, 231,000%. Adobe, 154,000%. ASML, 89,000%. Tesla, 27,000%. You just had enough money to put $1,000 into every IPO every year. Well, not everyone, but the top 5 IPOs of the year. Put 1,000 in each. And just wait. Dang, that's crazy data right there, y'all. Next, home foreclosures in the U.S. are up 26% from last year after rising costs are catching up with homeowners. Ooh, 26%. Goodness gracious. That is ridiculous. All right, next, Iran announces it will reopen its stock market on Tuesday for the first time since the war began, ending an 80-day closure. The war was so intense that Iran had to close their stock market. Oh, that's good to know. So if the U.S. ever closes the stock market because of war, I don't know if they've ever done that. I gotta look that up. Next, BlackRock is reportedly looking to invest up to $10 billion into the upcoming IPO of Elon Musk's SpaceX, dropping $10 billion. All right, next. I thought this was funny. Check it out.
Dozens end up circling their community. Channel 2 Steve Gelbach is on one street where they want the Waymos to stop.
It's almost every little cul-de-sac around our area, so I think it's a real problem.
Waymo after Waymo after Waymo enter this dead-end street, usually early in the morning.
I think yesterday morning we had 50 cars that came through between 6 and 7.
Neighbors on Battleview Drive started seeing the autonomous, driverless cars 2 months ago, but the groupings and large number of Waymos just started circling in and out in the last couple weeks. They even shared video with us when neighbors used this little guy to put him right out here in the street to block the Waymos from getting into the cul-de-sac, and you can imagine what happened next.
And we had at one point 8 Waymos that were stuck trying to figure out how to turn around.
The Waymos are empty and not picking anyone up, and parents are worried, not only calling it accept.
They have 50 empty Waymos driving in this Atlanta neighborhood, circling a cul-de-sac for hours with no passengers. That is insane. That is, you know what type of traffic that is gonna cause? Damn. Oh, so this is crazy. Washington, D.C. parents can face jail time for their kids' crimes, up to 6 months behind bars. Now, I'm sure this is only going to apply to black people, but this is what they are discussing here. All right, next, in China, even cars priced at 80,000 yuan, which is under 12,000 US, come with automatic parking and assistant driving features. China is so ahead of us, man. Oh, I thought this was crazy. So it says the multi-billion-dollar company TTEC Holdings suspended its 3% company match on employee 401 contributions for all 16,000 U.S. employees. With the savings of no longer matching anyone's 401k, they will invest heavily in AI tools and automation. Can you believe that? They said we're not matching your 401k anymore. We're going to use that money to invest in AI tools and automation so we can replace y'all. That is cold-blooded, y'all. That is cold-blooded. Next. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation has sold 100%. I'm going to put that in quotes. Quote unquote 100% of his Microsoft position, which was a total of 7.7 million shares. I don't know if they really sold them all, but I'm sure there's some story behind that. Oh, at the box office, the Michael Jackson movie reclaims the #1 spot, tops 700 million globally. There's only one GOAT when it comes to music, and his name is Michael Jackson, y'all. All right. I think that's good. For today, we got to cut the show short today. We like to end the show with this Instagram motivation.
Chase excellence, never chase money. Why? Because money has an incredible way of finding excellence. Did you chase excellence and not money? Do you have the intellectual curiosity to learn everything you can about this incredible industry and master it? Become the smartest person in the room. Have you mastered it?
You're more blessed than you think. Sometimes you just struggle to realize how much is in front of you because you're constantly thinking about what you have to obtain. The rich person is not the one who has a lot, but the one that has enough. So you should seek to have enough, inshallah.
It don't happen overnight, and there's gonna be moments when it's really, really frustrating, and there's gonna be moments when it's really, really inspiring and empowering. And if you get too high off the highs and too low off the lows, you're gonna take yourself on a ride that's very uncomfortable. I think it's just about being committed to the work and appreciating it, when it's good and not stressing too bad when it's bad, just appreciating the work and staying focused on showing up every day.
And that's what we do here on the $1 Trillion Tickets broadcast. I'm your host, Matt Riches. We show up every day and we talk about this money and we get this money. Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow for the pre-market briefing show. We do 2 shows a day. Mondays and Fridays I work early, so we cut the show short. But Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the shows are longer and I'm able to get to more news and get into more details. But we do got some changes coming up in the show. I'll talk about that later. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom.
Watch the market unfold. Turning data to gold. Peace, blessings, financial freedom.